I'm a 45-year-old man, and my 17-year-old daughter has completely distanced herself from me after my ex-wife turned her against me. Recently, I learned my ex was secretly withholding the letters and gifts I sent, leading my daughter to believe I'd neglected and abandoned her. 3 years ago, my ex-wife and I went through a contentious divorce. She has primary custody of our daughter, while I have visitation rights. I've always paid child support promptly and often provided extra when needed. Since my daughter's birth, I've been saving for her college education, amassing about $80,000 to cover her future studies, a commitment I always shared with her. A few months back, my daughter abruptly decided she wanted to live with her mom full-time and stopped visiting me on weekends or holidays. Before this, we had a regular routine of spending time together, sharing meals, hanging out, and enjoying typical father-daughter moments. Her sudden refusal to visit came without any major argument or clear trigger, leaving me confused and deeply hurt. I later learned through her friends and my family that my ex-wife was blaming me entirely for the divorce, portraying me as the one who destroyed our family. Though I don't know the exact details of what she told our daughter, it's clear she painted me as the villain. And my daughter now seems to believe I'm solely responsible for our family's breakdown. Since she moved in with her mom full-time, our communication has been minimal and tense. My calls and texts often went unanswered or received curt, one-word replies. When I managed to talk to her about college plans, roughly a month or two after she stopped visiting, she was distant and dismissive. I mentioned the money I'd saved for her education and asked about her college preferences, but she shut me down, saying she'd handle it herself and wasn't interested in discussing it. Her coldness during that call was devastating. It wasn't just her words, but the way she spoke, as if I were a stranger offering her charity. We used to be close, but now she acted like she wanted no part of me, not even my support for her future. I reiterated that I was ready to cover her college costs, as I'd always promised, but she insisted she didn't need my help and ended the conversation abruptly. This situation has left me heartbroken. I feel like my ex has turned my daughter against me, making me the bad guy no matter what I do. It's a painful reality. I also can't shake the suspicion that I'm being taken advantage of. I've saved this money for her education and paid substantial child support for her needs, yet she refuses to engage with me. It feels like I'm reduced to a financial resource, and even that is being rejected, perhaps out of spite or pride influenced by her mother. I've started questioning whether I should keep the $80,000 for myself, perhaps for retirement or other purposes. For context, I began dating someone a year after the divorce, and I'm now in a committed relationship. My girlfriend is pregnant, and I suspect this news may have upset my daughter, possibly making her feel replaced or like I'm building a new family without her. That's not true. My daughter is irreplaceable, and I love her deeply. But I can understand how it might seem from her perspective, especially if my ex has been feeding her negative ideas. Now I'm left with a college fund and a daughter who refuses to communicate or accept my help. It's agonizing to feel like I've done everything I could, only to be shut out. I'm torn about whether to use the $80,000. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.